right, man, so we're at this spillway. It has been a very long time since the water's been kind of rushing over the edge of this little dam, which means this little area is going to be pretty condensed with some fish that get trapped. I don't know if you could tell, but the creek bed's completely dry on the other side of that. Now I think there's going to be a decent amount of like creek chubs and sunfish and a few other species. So all right, so what I think I'm going to do, fishing from right here does not seem too reasonable because it seems like the deepest spot's right there. I'm going to find a way to climb down this and maybe find a spot along the water's edge down there, so stay tuned. I'll be honest, I did think about scaling where we were, but in my older age I'm learning that that's probably not the best option. Maybe taking the longer route seems to be the more efficient way of doing things. But what why I have it filming right now, just want to show you the creek bed. It's, the water starts trickling a little bit to my left, but I mean it's dry as can be right here. And what I think, my theory is that there's going to be some fish that are trapped in this little area because I want to say it's been like 5-6 months since there was water flowing through here. So if that's the case and there's fish in there, man, they should be hungry. So let me put my bag down and we'll see what happens. All right, so I think we'll just take like an exploratory cast as far as we can and maybe start there. All I'm gonna do is just slowly twitch the little minnow. Oh, that quick we have a fish, damn. And that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. It's a little creek chub, I believe, right? Let me look, hold on. Yes, I believe so. So let's get him back in the water. And the beauty of these soft plastics, man, is they have scent built into them, so you really don't have to work them too hard. Especially these fish, which I'm assuming are probably very hungry. I think if I probably threw an unscented lure or soft plastic, we'd probably still have luck. Like that quick, look at that, that's number 2. 2 casts, 2 fish. Another little creek chub. Man, these are some slimy devils. There we go. All right, let's get her back out there. There should be something right there. That's like right in the deepest part. Oh man, float went under, but it was a little too slow to react. Got him that time though. I mean, there's got to be a ton of these guys in here because it's like insta hit. Try and get it a little bit further. There we go. That should be money right there. I'll be surprised if we don't get a hit right there. Oh, look at that, like clockwork. I'll tell you what, they are hungry today. These poor fish probably, don't feed much this time of year. I'd assume that their main diet is like some type of insects, but in the middle of the winter, there's not many, insects out and around. So I feel like they gotta just be starving. Now I'm a little bit to the right of where I want to be, but I think they should be still in that general vicinity. It is funny though, just to the left is like a little bit of a deeper pool. And it seems like there's more fish just congregated right there. Might end up walking over there and might make it a little bit easier for casting sake. Oh, there's a hit. Got him. Oh, he spit it. Son of a gun. Dang it. Dang. Had him and dropped him. Ooh. Try and move it off that ledge. Oh. I mean, there's something messing with it right now. There's got to be a lot of little ones because you can see the bobber go under, and then as soon as you go to lift it up, it's gone. That and when, you know, when we're fishing the clear water that's further up this creek, oh man, he just spit it. I do notice that the smaller ones will grab it and try and swim with it, whereas the bigger ones will just grab it and just inhale it. There we go. Like, that's a bigger one. That one just grabbed it. All right. I'll tell you, man, it's pretty damn cold out right now, but the fact that we're catching fish every cast, you don't really feel it as bad. But it's funny, you could tell they're pretty cold too, man. Every fish I'm taking off and putting back in the water, just that, you know, split few seconds that they're out of the water, that I'm taking them off the hook. In like 20-degree weather, they're just like kind of in shock, because like when I put them back in the water, it kind of takes a second for them to, you know, mosey on their way. Like, you throw them and they're just kind of like sitting there for a second. But tell you what, it's been a good day so far. If I could get my cast down. My casts have been pretty atrocious, but fortunately these fish seem so fired up that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Like, right there was like a bad cast in my opinion. Had 2 chances at a fish and I missed them both. Let's get it back out there. There we go. That's the cast right there. Right down the middle. And look at that. I mean, the bobber's that quick. Whew. These guys are just one after another. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a walk. Hopefully to the other side of this little ledge. Why? I think there's a down tree that's a little bit closer to the dam, and I think it's just a theory that there might be a few other species. I mean, I just spooked something that kind of looked like a sunfish. It was like right on the end of this little ledge. This is like, ooh, that would have been bad if I took that step right there. A very I guess you'd say interesting area, but I could see where I was, and the water's really murky, but there's a tree right there. I don't know if you could really tell, but I could see fish like right on the ledge of it. I mean, it's pretty, I mean, there must be a handful of fish right there, because I could just see them hanging on the edge of it. And that, look how quick that was. And it actually looks a lot deeper than it actually, you know, is. Like, I'd say it's about 3.5, 4 feet deep in the middle. And like by the ledges, you could see, you know, some creek chubs hanging on the ledges. But I'm curious to see what else is down there, because I know there's, you know, armies of creek chubs, but I know there's other species here, but sometimes I feel like they're getting beat out to the punch. I mean, that's just like instant. It's like fishing in an aquarium, honestly. Try and get it right next to that tree. Jeez. All right, man, probably not the smartest move, but I took I took the bobber off. I'm gonna try and cast it, let it sink, and see if I can't catch something off the bottom. Just jigging it, like slowly working it. Like, look at that, look how quick that was. I don't even think that hit the bottom, honestly. Because, you know, it sinks so slowly because it's only, you know, 1/32 ounce of weight. And the gulp is not that heavy either. There we go. All right, let's see if we can't get to the bottom this time. See how quick. And I just saw something going after it. That's kind of part of the problem too, is they see it sinking. Like, look at that. They see it sinking and you literally just jigging them up off the bottom.